What's going on, guys? It's the Honda Bear, and got another video for you guys here today. And in today's video, I want to talk about my beautiful, sexy, modern, utilitarian Honda CB500X, and specifically whether or not this bike is good for commuting. Now, I'm just on my way home right now, and got me thinking, do I like commuting on this? Would I rather have something else? Is it good for commuting? That's what I want to cover in today's video. I think it might rain a bit, but it's not a big deal. We're here in the hood, downtown Hamilton, here in the ghetto. Let's hop on the bike, let's get out of here and talk about whether or not the CB500X is a good bike for commuting. And I got notes for you guys, so we're going to cover it all today. Let's go for a ride. What the heck is that? So, just on my way home, and it got me thinking about the bike and whether or not it's good for commuting. Now, for my short, well, it's actually not that short, but for my commute, the bike is great. But it really depends on, where you are, what your commute is like, what traffic's like, and we're gonna get into that in this video. So overall, just to let you guys know, for commuting, I think the CB500X is a great choice. There's a few things that I really like about it. Oh man, I really hope it doesn't rain. There's a few things I like about it that I think help make it a great bike for commuting, and that's what I wanted to discuss. So first of all, I wanted to talk about the bike and how it's got a nice, comfortable, upright seating position. And now if you're commuting for anything longer than say 15 kilometers or about 10 miles, well, you want to be comfortable when you get to work, right? You don't want to be sore, have some pains or anything. And now you're definitely not going to have that on the CB500X. And who do we got here? Yeah, it's got a very upright seating position. Like right now, just chilling at the light. When it comes to riding, the position is really upright. It's easy to access the throttle, the brake, the clutch. It's all right there, right? If you need the signal, it's all there. There's no pressure on my elbows. There's no pressure on my wrists, right? Especially if I grab the tank with my knees, it really keeps me upright. There's no pressure on my back. It's a really upright, comfortable seating position. And when it comes to longer distance commuting, really that's what you're looking for, right? And now in stop and go traffic like this, the higher seat position and the upright position lets you see all the way through traffic. You can see what's going on all around you. It's a very safe, upright position, and I really enjoy it. It's comfortable. The ergonomics are great. I can reach all the handles. I can reach the throttle. I can reach the grips. I can reach the brake, no problem. It's all very comfortable for longer rides. And when you're commuting, if you're spending a lot of time on the bike, that's kind of what you're looking for, right? So I'm a big fan of the ergonomics. I'm a big fan of the comfortable seat. I like how you can see above traffic when you're driving through. That all helps when it comes to giving you a safe and comfortable commute. And now another benefit to this bike for commuting is the fuel efficiency. And now, like I mentioned in one of my older videos, like I mentioned in one of my past videos about the my Honda CB500X review, one of the benefits that I mentioned about it was its fuel efficiency. And right now I'm getting about 4 liters per 100 kilometers. And if you have a far commute, like a long commute, that's amazing fuel efficiency, right? Right now with my commute, I only have to fill up about once a week, and you're gonna go a few hundred kilometers on the full tank at 4 liters per 100 kilometers. It's most fuel efficient around 80 to 110 kilometers per hour. So I like to take the secondary roads with the 80 limit. Not only is it more scenic and I think safer, it also helps with fuel efficiency, and it's just a more enjoyable ride overall, right? Right now, as you can see, we are stuck in a lot of traffic on the commute home. Not so enjoyable. Now, we're stuck in the intersection. Look at that guy right through the light, BSKB 378. So, yeah, the fuel efficiency is another big bonus if you've got a longer commute. If you've got a shorter commute, it also helps. You're not going to have to go to the gas station as much, and who wants to go pay and fill up on gas, right? And my commute is a mix of like highway roads and city roads. Guys, this traffic is awful. Oh, that's why the lights are out. Alright guys, we're back out of traffic. Perfect traffic timing when I'm talking about commuting, right? I just went over fuel efficiency, and now I want to talk about highway commuting. So if you're someone that is taking this on the highway, I imagine you're looking for enough power to keep it at a steady speed, as well as have enough power to pass. I definitely believe that this bike has both of those features. If you do want to keep it at 120 or 130 kilometers per hour, which is I guess about 80 or 75 miles per hour, it'll sit at that speed easy. You know, it'll gobble up the miles at those speeds. And when it comes to passing power, when I'm cruising at 110 or 120, I'm only maybe at about 6,000 RPM, and that's leaving me plenty of power left in that power band, plenty of range left in that power band to pass. So unlike with my CB500X, by the way, check out my 250cc versus 500cc video. Unlike on that bike where you actually would have to plan your passes because there just wasn't enough power for high-speed passes on the highway, that isn't the case with the CB500X. Plenty of power if you're cruising at 120 or 130 kilometers an hour. You've got plenty of power left to pass. It's not something I'm worried about on the highway. And the bike itself is a bit heavier, so it keeps you planted in your lane. With the smaller bikes, I know sometimes you can get blown around a bit, but with the bigger bikes, specifically the CB500X, it's heavy enough that it keeps you planted so that when you're passing trucks, if it's windy, guys, and what's going on up here now? Anyways, when you're passing trucks and when it's windy, you don't have to worry about getting blown around. It's very planted. It's great on highway commuting. Like I said, you got that fuel efficiency on the highway. You got plenty of power to pass. It's very comfortable, and the upright position lets you see, down the road, down the highway where you're going. Lets you, see what's going on ahead of you. Lets you look out for any hazards. Gives you better defensive driving abilities. In that sense, it's great. It's a great commuter, guys. Oh, sweet Jesus! Now where are we going, huh? Look at this. Nothing but problems today. Nothing but problems today. And the bike itself is actually pretty nimble. It's easy to control. It's rather lightweight compared to other adventure bikes. So if you do live somewhere where lane splitting or filtering is allowed, I would imagine it's pretty easy on the CB500X. Now sometimes I'll scoot up to the light on if it's really busy. There's a lot of traffic. I'll scoot through traffic up to the light, and I have no problem fitting between the cars. I'll definitely be talking about lane splitting and filtering in another video. I'm going to share my opinion on that. But if you do live somewhere where it's allowed, it's not allowed here. If that is something you can do, this bike is definitely capable of it. It's not too wide. Nothing really sticks out that much from the bike. It's not too heavy, so it's really easy if you're able to do that kind of driving wherever you're from. And the final thing I want to talk about when it comes to commuting on the CB500X is basically the accessories and aftermarket accessories, the aftermarket accessory availability. So there are tons of aftermarket parts. There are racks, there's top cases, there's side bags. There are so many different aftermarket parts and accessories that you can install to make it easier for you to commute. You can easily buy the rack to throw on the top box. You can easily buy the side bags, throw in your office wear, And it also helps when you're trying to park it at work. Having these cases and all this extra storage, all these accessories, makes it easier for you to keep your gear without having to walk around with it all the time. And on that note, when it does come to the accessories and any aftermarket upgrades you wanted to buy or install, everything is easy to install, right? It's a Honda. It's easy to work on. It's easy to install the rack, to install the racks, to install anything, install the engine guards, anything that's going to make your commute easier. It's easy to install the heated grips. It's easy to install the hand guards for deflecting the wind. It's easy to install the windshield. Not only is there a big aftermarket for these parts and accessories, they're all easy to install. So even as a beginner rider, you're not going to have any trouble upgrading the bike and changing it to your preferences if you are planning on using it for commuting. And with all that in mind, I think I've covered everything when it comes to whether or not this bike is good for commuting. I love it for commuting. Like I said, guys, it's comfortable. The upright position is perfect for when you're in traffic. It's perfect for spending, 20, 30, 45 minutes on the bike without any pressure points or discomfort. It's fuel efficient, so you're not having to spend all this time at the gas station. You don't have to worry about running your gas halfway home, or having to cut your commute short because you got to fill up. It's got plenty of power for passing on the highway, but it's also fun if you want to take the secondary roads home. It's nimble enough if you're somewhere where you can filter or lane splits and you need to get through traffic. There's tons of aftermarket parts, upgrades, and accessories that you can pick up to make it an even better commuter depending on your preferences. With all that in mind, would I recommend the CB500X as a commuting motorcycle? Yep, 100%. I totally would. If you have a long commute and you want a bike that's practical for commuting with and also a blast to ride on the weekends, if you want to hit the twisties or go on any day trips or multi-day tours, I would wholeheartedly recommend the CB500X. I love the bike because if you guys haven't noticed yet, I'm a big fan of this bike. Plan to keep it for a while, and for now I will be using it as my daily rider as long as I am commuting on it. And that's all I got for you guys. I'm getting a bit closer to home. I'm about to pull into the garage sooner or later, turn the bike off and relax. So as always, you guys, thank you for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and click on that subscribe button if you want to keep up to date with my future videos. And wherever you are, I hope you have a wonderful day or a wonderful night. We will see you in the next video.